All right, we're back on. All right, Mike, how's it going, bro?
Good, man. Awesome. How are you?
Good, good, good. How's the quarantine going for you?
Oh, it's going. I'm managing, staying productive. You know,
Is it still cold up
um,
there in Canada?
still, yeah. Today was a little bit more windier than normal, but the snow is starting to melt, and um, but everybody's stuck inside. We can't really do anything about it. But I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
hear
get
you.
outside every now and then, and trying to enjoy some weather we have every now and then.
Right.
What about you? It's probably summer all the time in Orlando, eh?
Oh, I mean, it was. I mean, the weather was hot. I mean, I did some work outside, but it's not that bad. I mean, but like I said, everybody's. I haven't honestly. I have not seen so many people jogging and exercising outside since this whole quarantine thing started. So,
Is that
I mean,
right, eh?
yeah, I mean, at least here. I mean, everybody's stuck at home, so it's like that's like really the only way to get some fresh air and I mean, just kind of like shed a light on people, I guess, because now that everybody just being stuck at home and not doing much, watching movies, and I'm not saying everybody, but some people, just going outside. It's just like the new. It's going back to the new norm, really. You know.
It's sort of funny because I came across a meme a couple of days ago, and it said before the coronavirus, and it's got all these kids playing on, on their smartphones and tablets and everything, and then
Right.
it goes a um, split meme. It goes after coronavirus, and it goes everybody's outside bike riding and doing everything they possibly can to get outside in the sun,
Yeah.
and it's like the opposite effect has kind of happened.
I
So
know. I feel like going back to my childhood, man. It's like seeing all these kids outside. I'm like, man, I haven't seen this action in a long time.
I know, right? It's kind of funny because it's like the feeling of you can't go outside makes you want to go outside even more now, right?
I
So,
know, I know, I know. I mean, I love riding my bike, so that's like my zen moment. Just I
oh,
could
I
just
know.
I just love just literally riding my bike, and once I get on, man, I'm just gone. You won't see me for a couple hours.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm the
So,
same way too. Eventually, when the winter stops, I'm definitely gonna be hitting the trails here.
but you go.
More
I mean, you go to the
nearby.
gym. I mean, you go to the gym all the time, though. You work out.
The gyms are closed.
Well, I mean, they're closed, but I'm saying like you work out at your place.
I work out at
You
my
keep, you
place.
be
Yeah,
keeping
I've
up with
got
your
some
regimen.
free weights. And I got a pull-up bar, and I've just started actually doing some yoga. Um,
Really? How's that working for you?
a lot better. I just
Really?
realized how inflexible I was with all the weightlifting, and it was getting bad. I'm definitely noticing a big difference with the yoga. I love it. It's
How do
awesome.
how do you how do you find so like the benefits of it? Like, because I'm really learning. I'm still learning about yoga and the benefits of it. Like, how do you feel about it ever since you started?
I love it. I find it's therapeutic. I find you're really just releasing a lot of the toxins and tension in your muscles, so it allows you to lift more and get stronger. So, and you're less prone to injury. So I'm finding it's a lot easier, like especially because I'm confined to a desk all day too
Yeah.
at my
Oh
house.
yeah.
So I'm sitting here, 7, 8 hours a day, and if days when I don't do yoga, I feel it. I feel it in my lower back. I feel it in my glutes, and I'm just like, I got to do something about this.
Yeah.
So I'm doing more yoga than I am the weights. Well, I have barely any weights here anyway. I think the highest I have is like a 40-pound kettlebell.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Because usually, I mean, I see, more men are doing yoga. It's not just women. But
yeah,
I heard it stretches you out, right?
it makes a big difference. Yeah, I find when I used to go regularly, I used to go do something called hot yoga, where it's a lot more heat activated in the room, and you're sweating like crazy. I find it's easier to do the stretches because your body, with the heat, allows you to kind of contract into
Oh
the
yeah. Oh yeah.
motion better. I find so.
Yeah.
Um, your squats are better. You can lift more if you're going regularly, and you can keep that flexibility. It's
Yeah.
good for lifting weights, right?
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, absolutely. And I've gained this thing for loving saunas. Believe it or
Oh,
not, I've tried I don't know if I've ever told you, but I've been to Iceland. And when I went, that was where I really first tested out saunas. And that was probably the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. It's just sweating out. You're just sitting there. You're
yeah.
literally sweating out your toxins. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I've never been to Iceland. That's definitely on my bucket list, though. Eventually, when all the travel restrictions and everything are lifted, that's definitely on my top 5.
Oh yeah, Iceland is definitely an experience. Now it's a bit pricey, man. Not gonna lie.
I know, it's what I heard.
It's super pricey.
Yeah.
But I mean, the people are really cool. I mean, the scenery is amazing. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's cold. I mean, the winters are really, really long, but it's an amazing country to visit, not live in, but visit, because living there is probably pretty expensive. But as when I went, when we went in, which is more of a, just as a tourist, but for us, it was super, super expensive.
Well, when you mentioned the scenery, the first thing that came to my mind was Game of Thrones. They filmed a lot of Game of Thrones down there.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
And
yeah.
I was just like, wow. Like, I mean, I took a few ganders of the Google photos of Iceland, because I was looking it up there like a month or two ago. I was trying to plan a trip for next year before all this virus chaos happened, and I saw some of the scenery, and I was like, wow, like just unbelievable. Never seen anything like it.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely a bucket list that you need to check out. I mean, I've been to a few places, but Iceland was pretty cool. I mean, how often do you talk to somebody and you've been, I've been to Iceland. How about you?
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Definitely not often, yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I wanted to bring up some topics here, like, that we can talk about, because I know that we're working on some brands of our own in coaching, because we just decided to create a brand where we can reach out to people and give out advice and as becoming this life coaches and all that stuff. So I wanted to ask you, well, first of all, before I go with the questions, I know that when we first started this, I know that we started our journey with Project Like Mastery, and that's where we met from our chats and all that stuff. So
yeah, that's right.
How do you think that the brand has worked for you with Project Like, working with affiliate marketing and all that? How do you feel about the business, and how do you feel it could be so beneficial for others?
Well, with affiliate marketing, it was one of those things, like about a year and a half ago, I was just like, I have always wanted to have an online business, something, some way, shape, or form. And I was like, okay, well, how am I going to, get in on this? And then I came across some videos on YouTube, and as you know, Stefan was a really good influence that kind of helped me and kind of steered me in the right direction with that a little bit. And for one of the first videos I've seen of his was, how to improve your finances. And I was like, this guy actually seems like he knows what he's talking about. And so I watched one of them and made some notes, and I was like, wow, I think I even saved it too, because I watched it a few times. I was like, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. And then I discovered a little bit of what he actually does. And I was like, I've heard of affiliate marketing. Didn't really know too much about it, other than I knew it was kind of based on referrals, and it's a good marketing business model, right?
It's fun. Oh, absolutely. It's funny you mention that, because when I first started following Stefan, it was pretty cool, because I felt like a real quick connection with him, even though I watched him on YouTube all the time. I felt like he was just talking to me. And he's just basically, he's like a life coach, financial coach, advisor, and he's just been doing it for so many years that it's just normal to him, and he just makes it look so easy. But as far as affiliate marketing, it's just, I know that has to do with a lot of products and all that. But I came across and I just really found my passion in helping others, and I feel like life coaching is a profession that people don't really know about, or really just don't take it seriously, because they're not really familiar with it.
Right.
And it's something where you just really have to explain yourself and what you're doing, what your passion is, what expertise you have that you can give others. And it all really depends on your skill sets.
Definitely.
So, as far as your brand, like, I know that you started your brand. What is your brand all about, man? Talk a little bit about it.
My brand is called universal mind, body, soul, and was created as a self-development resource for people who are looking to achieve success in their mindset, their physical goals, spiritual goals, basically to just become one with themselves and feel that sense of balance where they're lacking. You know, in my own experience, there's been no accidents. Everything has kind of happened for a reason, and I've just been learning that more and more and more. So, you know, with starting it through affiliate marketing and then branching it off also into a service and a helping tool with coaching, it was a good way that I could put my own experience into helping others and really, you know, getting them off the ground from where they were feeling stuck, from where they were feeling a little bit lost, or, you know, just from my own experience, even the last like decade has been just kind of like a huge learning curve. So,
Yeah. And I know that as far as coaches, the cool thing about it is that we're not doctors, we're not therapists.
yeah,
We don't have any, you know, we're not professionals in that aspect, but we are good advisors as far as giving people advice on what to do, what next steps you can do
yeah,
to go on your next career chase. And
yeah,
I know for example, like I just recently got certified back in January, this past January, in transformational coaching and in career coaching. And I just really enjoyed helping others, like giving them advice on where they want to go next, you know, where they want to, what do they want to achieve? What do they want to achieve in life? Where they want to go? What kind of struggles are they having? Or if they're having issues with their career, but they want to jump into another one, but they're not really sure. They're scared of moving on, depending if you're an adult or you know, or a young adult, whatever the case is.
yeah,
Um, it's just great to just help others, because I know for a fact when I got my own coach, it just opened my eyes because I was able to get a different perspective from another person. I didn't really ask, you know, you could always ask family, you could always ask loved ones to give you advice, but sometimes you want an outsider to
yeah,
give you, to really give you a better perspective. And as a coach, you don't, we don't really have to be liked. We don't have to please you. We just got to serve you.
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Whatever clients you have, you just want to, you want to serve them to the best of your ability.
Yeah,
And hopefully when you're done with your sessions, they're ready to go. They're ready to move on to the next thing from the advice that you gave them. So I think that's just the powerful things that you can get off of coaching. And I know that I have. So
oh, I definitely
um,
have been in the same boat as you. In my own experience too, with a coach I've had, she was able to relate a lot of my own experience and the things that I was kind of not finding and really looking for.
mhm.
And what's nice about it is, you know, she was a real person who has gone through a lot of the similar things that I've went through, and it was just like a way that just kind of things that I was kind of studying and learning about over the years. She just kind of put it, and I had like kind of quite a few light bulbs kind of going off that really helped me kind of transform my thinking and my mindset into really um, a whole new level of thinking.
Yeah,
Right? So
it's crazy.
what about,
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. It's crazy how it really works. And it's not just, you know, going to a therapist or a psychiatrist, because we're not in that field. We're just
yeah,
life coaches itself, and we're just, like I said, advisors
yeah,
in that aspect. And um we don't, I feel like
exactly.
we don't have to, like, there's, you know, you have the choice as a person that's being coached. You have the choice to make your next decision on what you want to do. We're just advising you. You know what I mean? Like, say, you know, if you were to say, "Hey, Angel, I have a problem with this, I have a problem with that," then that's where I would come in. I would just listen to you. I will listen, and
Yeah,
after I hear what the issue is, or what certain circumstances you're going through, then I will give you my input. I'll give you my side of the story, and we'll just basically just ride the piper from there.
yeah, no, for sure. What is your brand all about?
My brand is called
Yeah,
my brand is called the True Achievers Group. It's basically the same thing you were talking about, and it's basically a self development, it's gonna be it's a self development life coaching uh, program where I will help people in anything that they have issues with. And I know that sounds a little bit cliche, and it's just like, what is he talking about? You just got to really go through the sessions to really understand it, and just to give a better understanding about my program, is that, let's just say, for instance, like careers, right? Let's
Yeah.
just say that you are stuck in a career and you're trying to either better, you just want to better yourself. You want to either climb the ladder, climb that corporate ladder, become a manager, develop new skill sets, or if you just feel stuck, you want to move on, but you're scared to. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize, that they're just scared to move on. They're scared to try something new. And that
Right.
happens all the time. And trust me, I've been through that. So I know how that is. And I'm pretty sure for you as well.
Oh yeah.
Um,
100%.
you know what I mean? So I know
Yeah.
the struggle where it comes. I know the struggle that comes with that. And once you take that leap and you move on to what you really want to do, the world is yours. I mean, if once you achieve that goal that you want to get to, it just puts your mindset to a whole new level, and it's just an incredible feeling. But if I was to have a client come aboard and allow me to coach them, it's just gonna be like it's gonna be one of those one-on-one coaching sessions that they would always remember, because it's gonna be into deep conversation and find out the core issues of their problems, what's
Mhm.
going on with them, why they're having issues with this, and find solutions to really get to where they want to be. So that's just a little bit example of my type of coaching. And that's what I want. That's what I want to give others. I want to give people value that they've never had before. So
And getting to
you
the
know.
root of it instead of just kind
Oh
of
yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
first layer kind of thing. So you're kind of getting to the deep core, if you will.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind
Absolutely.
of, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
as far as self-development for you, like, how is your brand going to be so beneficial for others? Like, if you were to reach out to other people, like, what can you offer people with your brand and your skill set? What can you offer them that could really be mind-blowing, and that you can help others and just keep on doing what you gotta do?
Yeah. 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 No, for sure. In my own experience, I've had a lot of different holistic, um, different experiences. And for
As
me, like
far as far as like, I'm sorry to interrupt you. So you're talking about like eating wise, like benefits, health
eating
benefits?
wise, yeah. I mean, a long time ago, I used to work for a naturopathic doctor, and that was like a huge eye
Oh,
opener.
really?
Yeah, yeah. So I was really big into fitness and nutrition already, but then while I was in college, working for that naturopathic doctor for a number of years really kind of opened my eyes. I was there part time and really kind of learning a lot of firsthand knowledge. And so the nutrition side, I was just like, wow, a lot of the body I didn't even know about. I thought I knew, but I knew nothing compared to what I actually learned. So I really try to take a little bit more of a holistic kind of a approach when it comes to helping people out. Because not everybody's going to be the same. Not everybody's going to have, the same response or reactions to some of the foods or some of the things you're helping them out with, or problems that they're having, right? So so a complete sense of total well-being for me is, when a person kind of focuses on achieving these components in their life: mind, body, soul. If you can pretty well overcome that in your life and find that balance, you can pretty well
Right.
overcome any obstacle. At least in my own experience, it's been that way,
Yeah.
because it's that direct center. So it's a complete paradigm shift when allowing a person to kind of connect better to their higher self through a holistic approach,
Right.
kind of getting to the root, like I mentioned, and like you mentioned, they're kind of getting to that deep core and really unlocking that full potential that they have.
Yeah. That's
So
amazing. Yeah, because I know that.
yeah,
I mean, it's funny mentioning the whole holistic well-being and how to eat right, and is mind, body, and soul. It's funny you mention it, because like right now we're in a situation where everybody's quarantined. We're all stuck in the
yeah,
house, and a lot of people are not eating right, and
yeah.
they're eating out of, they're depressed, they're eating out of anxiety.
Although
It-
Domino's is probably capitalizing, places like Domino's are capitalizing on home delivery right now.
oh
Huge,
yeah.
They're loving it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I had Domino's not too long ago, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I
Everybody's
mean,
got their cheat
I
code.
don't recommend that to eat that. I don't recommend to eat that all the time, but
No,
whatever. I mean, you gotta cheat sometimes. You know what's wrong with that?
yeah, you gotta live life sometimes too,
Oh
right?
yeah, of
Everybody
course.
has their
I mean, you'd be
guilty
lying
pleasure.
if you say you did if you didn't.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, I totally understand that. And a lot of people nowadays are just, like I said, they're stuck in the house and they're eating because they're bored. They're eating because they're stressed. They're eating because they're depressed. They're eating because they have nothing else to do. They're binge watching TV. And the good thing about it is that, the content that we put out is just being motivated. Just get up and go exercise. Go up, go to the grocery store. Even if I know that people don't want to go to the grocery store, I'm not telling you to go out to the grocery store because of, getting the virus or getting germs. And I know that, life's changed so far, but
Hmm.
go and get your veggies, go and get food that's better for you. You know what I mean? I know it's going to be hard in the beginning, but I know that it's changed me. I know that on Facebook that I usually put on like on Instagram or on Twitter and Facebook. And I like to put out like, I like to drink my spinach and kale shakes.
Me
That's just,
too. No,
that's one of
100%.
the best. That's like one of those things that were just people don't really think about, just juicing. Just like I know it's kind of hard to make salads all the time and
Yeah,
getting all the ingredients, and I know like it possibly kind of like pricey sometimes. Because I know
they
like when you
can
go
be.
to
Yeah, they are pricey if you're doing it regularly,
yeah, if
especially.
you do it regularly, I mean it gets pretty expensive. So I mean, how can
Yeah.
you find something inexpensive there where you can get all the vitamins that you need all in one shot? And why not just get some, spinach, kale, any kind of veggies that you want, or even fruit as well. Like I said, I will put water in it, blend it, and just drink it. And I got the vitamins I
Yeah.
need. So that's what, and it's just great feeling after you do it. And I definitely like to do it in the morning, just get my day started.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. I find it. Do you ever find though too when you have that smoothie? Because I make smoothies every single morning too myself,
Right.
or I'll pre-make a bunch. That's probably easier for me because I mean I'm lazy when it comes to making them all the time, like every single day. So I'll pre-make like maybe 5 or 6 ahead of
Yeah.
time, cover them up like with Saran wrap and cover them up, put them in the fridge. But do you find that when you have that, it's just like a good jolt of energy and a good jolt of like
Oh
nutrient
yeah. Oh
vitamins, like
yeah. I mean,
first thing.
I just feel so a lot cleaner when I drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your mind feels
yeah,
clear.
exactly. So, even if you eat and you just get that good feeling after you drink you drink your vitamins and all that. And
Yeah.
I know that I do like taking my multivitamins, and um, I actually got involved with a brand called it was like Juice Plus, where like I don't know if you've heard of it before.
No, I use the Vitamix. I've been using the Vitamix since last year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, this it's actually not like it's like vitamins, but they're like capsules where they just have like compressed vegetables, compressed fruit, and it's all in
oh,
one
okay. So
capsule. And
it's like a supplement.
yeah, it's like a supplement,
Oh,
but
okay. Okay. I thought it was a
apparently it has like
juicer.
all the vitamins you need, and it's just like over 200% of vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin E, and it's been great so far.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's just like I said, going back to the situation that we're in right now. I think that one of the biggest things is to keep people aware is just be as healthy as possible, because
Yeah, 100%.
we gotta this has got to be filled. We got to live life for the long term, man. Some of us have goals, and
Yeah.
that's one of our best things about the brands is that we want to advocate that, and we want to help tell people that, hey, there's more to life than just this. Don't be stressed about what's going on. You can't control it. You
No,
really can't.
100%. I think now is a good time as ever to really try and stay healthy and become resourceful. And like you mentioned, our brands really do give off that resourcefulness for people to really look for and to really look at as a healthy tool to come to when okay, because not a lot of people know what we know. Not a lot of people really understand, and we tend to really put that in a more simplistic way for people to understand better, right?
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
because now is the time to really get your immune system up. Now is the time to really become resourceful. You know, the internet, the power of the internet is at your fingertips. Anything you want to learn about, anything you want to know is basically there, right? So,
Oh yeah. And
yeah.
this is like everybody's saying. I mean, I know that the internet's flooded with information, and things that they're selling and all this stuff and all this
Yeah.
content. But I think that this is, I can't agree more that that this is the greatest time right now to really get new skill sets.
Yeah.
Depending on what you do, depending on what you did at your old job, if you were just sitting in the desk or, you know, doing manual labor, doesn't matter. I think that this is a great time to learn new skills. Um, because like we said before, that this world is turning into, everything is turning into computers, and
Yeah.
you have to learn how to use it, because this is where the world is ending. This is where the world is uh, going, not ending, but going.
Not ending,
And
hopefully.
no, I know. I was like, wait, what did I just say? Ending? Jesus.
I was like,
Um,
no, 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 no. I hope not.
no, no, no. But this is where it's ending. Really, I mean,
Yeah. And
ending.
this is
Yeah, it's
where it
ending.
ends.
It's
This is where
ending.
it ends
Yeah,
right here.
but that's where it's going, and that's what people are not really aware. And I just think that people just, you got to learn. You got to like get the mind going. You don't want to be stuck in the same place for the rest of your life. You
You
know what
know,
I mean?
it's like Warren Buffett said, the greatest investment that you can ever do is the greatest investment in yourself.
Yeah.
You invest in your skill set, and nobody can take that away from you.
No, absolutely not. And like you said, and I can agree with that more. Is like, even what Warren Buffett, he even said something else. He said something about, the more you learn, the more you earn.
The more you earn, yeah, that's a good one.
You
Yeah,
know, we got to go back. It's all about going back to the basics, man. And history repeats itself. And I know that in the beginning of our conversation, we were talking about seeing kids outside just playing and hanging out and going outside with their family. And I have not seen that in years,
I know
man.
it's crazy.
It's
I've been
not
seeing a
seen
lot
that
of
in
that too.
years. It's
I've been
crazy.
seeing that out my window a lot every day too.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I think it's a wake up call, man. It's a wake up
Yeah,
call to really just get out of, get up your ass and just do it.
100%.
Just get up and do it. I mean, that's including kids too, because I know that, with technology being so hot right now, all these kids are inside playing games, playing video games, and not being productive,
Yeah,
always on their phones and not really paying attention to other people.
yeah.
I'm not saying every kid out there. I'm just saying, a lot of the the
A
younger
good
generations.
portion of them, yeah, I agree. The greater majority are definitely more kind of relying on the technology babysitter, if you will, the electronic babysitter, that some people
Yeah,
call it. And I think that's really become too convenient for a lot of people. And
yeah.
it's really kind of messing up the kids' minds, and they're not getting active enough. They're not getting the exercise. They're not, you know, experiencing the things that we did in our childhood. Like where originally are you from?
I'm originally from Chicago, and I've been living in Orlando, Florida, for like over 10 years right now. So I'm kind of considered a Floridian, I guess you want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you're from? And what part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Alberta,
Alberta.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yeah. I've been pretty much here my whole life, born and raised. So
You
yeah.
come to you come to the States often?
Every now and then, actually, I got family in the States. I
Okay.
actually have family in Chicago.
Oh,
Funny you
really?
mentioned that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
look
My
at
dad
that.
is
Small
actually,
world.
yeah, very small world. My dad was actually from Chicago, and I still have family up there, some aunts, uncles, cousins, and things like
Yeah.
that. So I don't go to the States enough. I go maybe once every few years, but eventually I'd like to get up there and see them a lot more, and kind of branch out there a little bit, and experience the States a little bit more too myself. Because I mean, I
Absolutely.
do have dual citizenship, so I can do both.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. One day, man, we'll catch up. Hopefully, you come to Orlando. We'll collaborate.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I definitely plan on going to Orlando for sure. So
Yeah, man. But it's funny going back to what we were talking about with people outside and doing all these activities and all that with their kids. I mean, the fact that this is a great chance to really tell parents are giving advice. This is a great time to just be more family oriented, and
oh,
you
100%.
know what I mean. And just this is like I said, going back to the basics, man. Going back to the basics is where it's got to be, because like I said, history repeats itself, and the old ways is probably the best way to live, and that is communication. And I just think that going back to what's really going on right now is definitely a reset. And I think it's just making people think like, what's more important in life, you know
Yeah, I agree.
What's more important in life, and what can you do? What can you do as an individual? What can you do as a parent? How can you be a better parent? How can you be a better individual, a better professional?
How
You
can they
know?
better themselves? Yeah, how can they better themselves? How can they improve their own life and their own marriage, their own career, their own
Yeah,
choices, basically, like,
exactly. And that's one of like the highlights of what's really going on. And everybody looks at everybody likes to pay attention to the news and all these negative aspects about it, but like I said before, it's not, we can't control what's going on. The only thing to do is just look forward and worry about what you're doing
you
and
can only control what you can control. Yeah,
what
I
you're
agree.
controlling. Exactly. What can
Yeah.
you do better? What can you change? How can you change the world, or how can you change yourself? In order to change the world, you got to change yourself first. So why not start there? And
Be the light where there's darkness, as they say.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's one of the best things about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. But I'm glad we were able to talk today, man. I'm glad we put some, talk for a little bit and talk about what we got going on.
Yeah, man. Anytime. I'm definitely happy I was able to chat with you and get to know a little bit of your brand and vice versa, and
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely do it again.
Yeah, for sure, man. We definitely got to collaborate again and put some more content out. We'll definitely plan something new.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
cool,
Much
man. So yeah, man, for sure, for sure. It was great talking to you. So let's leave it there, and then hopefully maybe we can meet up next week and talk some more.
All right, sounds good, brother.
All right,
Alrighty.
cool, man.
Okay, well, have a good night.
You too.
Kiss you.